A quick video today. This isn't going to be a CNC upgrade video, so if you're here for that series, you can stay tuned for the next episode that'll be in a few days. Today we're going to talk a little bit about just some updates with the channel, really some questions for you guys about it, and then show off a new machine that I got. You guys may have seen this over on Instagram already, but a little preview of that, and then we'll talk about what we plan to do with it. So like I said, I'm not going to be doing any upgrading to the machine today. It's still sitting how it was. I do have a short run. I know that I said I was shutting down production so I could get this all done, but I promised one of my more frequent customers that I would get an order out for him. So I took on that, and I have a few of those to finish off before I can get the machine running. I'll talk about this for a quick second. So I have 4 Glock slides that I plan on doing RMR cuts for. A couple of the other ones are going to get more than just a red dot cut, but this would be an epic opportunity to first try out having both vices mounted on the machine and doing all 4 in one fixturing setup. Unfortunately, the amount of time it would take me to get that vise off the table, get the table prepped, get the new vise on here with this one, so I had 4 stations, would probably outweigh the time I'm going to save from swapping out those 2 slides once. So unfortunately, I'll have to wait to put all 4 stations in use. So go upstairs real quick. I guess before I go up there, I'll kind of talk about the channel questions that I had for you guys, and go back in here, get a little better lighting. But so my last few videos, the videos I've been doing for the CNC upgrade, have been lengthy. They've been, 30 to 40 minutes or so. A lot of you guys are watching, and I appreciate that. I can tell by I have like extra information, so when you upload videos to YouTube, it allows you to see how many people are watching it, just like you could see on my video, but it also gives me some demographic information and some amount of information about people clicking through the videos. I'll tell you personally, I probably wouldn't sit through a 40-minute long video about machining parts, so I would love to make my videos around the 10-15 minute mark. I've just had a really hard time figuring out how to fit the information I want into a 15-minute video. So I'd love to get some comments below what you guys would recommend. Cut out a bunch of machining, shut my fat face up and stop talking so much and just show more machining. But in the last video that was 40 minutes, I filmed almost 2.5 hours worth of video. A lot of that was just the camera inside the machine, and some of that was me refilming, intros and stuff like that, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I have a hard time cutting that 2 hours or so of footage that in my mind was useful down to a bite-sized manageable video. So I'd love to hear your guys' comments. Do you like the long format? Are you okay just clicking through and figuring out what you want to watch, and I should leave them like that? Do you want me to quit jammering and get to it and just show you some machining video with voiceover? Or maybe, I don't know, get rid of more machining content, play it at like 16 times speed so you can see it? Please leave some comments, because I would love to get them all below 30 minutes if I can, but I don't want to shortchange anyone out there that's interested in the process. So I don't have any aspirations of this channel becoming the next John Grimsmo or NYC CNC, so I'm not really trying to get the most views possible. I just want to give you guys something entertaining. So go show you what we've got. Sorry for the lighting. Gotta walk upstairs. There's the family and the dog. You're not coming outside. All right, so in the garage here, this, again, you've seen this if you were over on Instagram on my page, same name if you're interested in looking at it. This is a Chevalier, I think that's how you say that. Zoom in, let you guys be the judge. FSG 612. So this is a 6-inch travel, cross travel, and 12-inch longitudinal travel surface grinder. It is very, very used. It actually has I didn't look, 1980. Yeah, so September of 1980 is when this machine was purchased. It had 2 owners. So the guy I picked it up from was the second owner of this machine, and I'm the third. It's definitely in a used condition, so it's not a pristine machine, as you can see. It definitely has some surface blemishes on it. I just did a quick degreasing wipe down, nothing immaculate. All this black stuff comes off really easily. I just got to scrub it a bit more. So I'll give you a quick walk around. For those that don't know what a surface grinder is, it takes parts that are mostly flat and makes them extremely flat. And it helps give you extremely precise thickness control on things. So I'll be using it for fixtures and stuff like that. It's on this really rickety trailer. This is like a Tractor Supply landscaping trailer that you're supposed to throw brush in and stuff like that, not a 750-pound machine. So I'll upload some pictures right here of it on the trailer on the Jeep. So that was terrifying. It was 3.5-hour drive there and back. So the way back was pretty terrible. Every time I hit a bump, I was worried that I was going to leave this on the highway, which would not have been good for anyone, but risked it and it worked out. He gave me this with, so it comes with mag chuck that he had on there. I've got probably 3 dozen wheels. I'll show you the box that he gave me with accessories. And what you can see here, it is a 3-phase machine, so I am going to have to hook up some sort of phase conversion. I'll take some recommendations if anyone has them. Should I grab a cheaper rotary phase converter and just have a standalone phase converter for this machine, or should I grab a cheap VFD? It's only a 1 horsepower motor, so not much current, and just hook it up to a VFD that I don't ever vary the speed of, because I'll only ever need it running at 60 hertz. So I'd like some recommendations there. Other questions for you guys: should I rip this machine entirely down, go above and beyond and redo the whole thing? Or should I wipe it up a little bit more, put it in use and get some use out of it? Or somewhere in between, maybe take it apart, grab some low-hanging fruit of things that need to be replaced or upgraded, and then put it back together and maybe a fresh coat of paint or something. I will say that the accuracy of this machine is not something I've tested yet. I have graduations up there for height of 1/10 of a thousandth of an inch, and this machine should hold a 1/2 thousandth all day, every day, pretty easily. The guy I got it from was using it to sharpen chisels for granite cutting and some other surface grinding work, and he said he got some pretty awesome accuracy with this machine. So I have high hopes that it's not totally used and abused, but it's, you know, a 40-year-old machine. I can do math. So it's going to need some love. I'll show you over here in my shed. Walk around a little bit. Right. The box of goodies. Maybe I'll drag this out into the sun. So it's going to be hard to see. I'm not going to pick through every single one of these, and I probably shouldn't have dragged that because I don't want to bang these stones around, but a lot of these are pretty used, and I should be able to get a decent amount of use out of all of them. So I've got all sorts of different grits and grades of stone. Of grinding wheels. I've got some abrasive cutoff wheels. I've got some tapered wheels here. I've got a entire bag of diamond. Here we go. So these are all diamond nibs for dressing the wheel. I've got a wheel dresser stand right there, and then, like I said, I probably have easily 2 dozen. Yeah, there's definitely over 2 dozen wheels in there. Some Scotch-Brite material. A lot of them are stones, so I have some Nortons in there. The person I bought this machine off of did grind a lot of carbide, so the machine was specifically set up to grind a lot of carbide, and that's something that I'll definitely do on this. I'm going to grab a rotary so that I can neck down end mills when I need longer reach end mills and didn't buy one, and do a lot of stuff like that. I'm a Stefan Gutzweiner, I think that's how you say his name. I'm Italian, so I butchered that. But he does some awesome machining or some awesome work on a surface grinder, sort of using it as a tool and cutter grinder before he got his tool and cutter grinder. So I'll probably try my hand at that, and I don't really have like a dedicated purpose for this machine, but the price that I got it for, which was essentially free, I couldn't pass it up. It was a friend's father's, and I got it for a case of local craft beer, and I don't think you can beat that. I saw a couple of these in California on eBay for sale for around $2,500 for this model, so I don't know how this condition is compared to those, but certainly a $150 case of craft beer was worth it to me for this machine. So let me know what you guys think. If you have heard of this machine, good things, bad things, indifferent things, and let me know what you want to see me do with this, and let me know what you think about the content on the channel, if I should make it longer format, shorter format, and what I would cut out if you want it shorter format. So again, there's one last walk around of the machine. And I think we can turn this into something pretty darn usable. The whole machine is obviously going to need a dressing, so I'll surface grind the table itself flat, the bottom of the mag chuck, and then the top of the mag chuck, which is just kind of routine maintenance that you do on a surface grinder. And that is the minimum I would need to do to get this thing serviceable, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's got really great, I've got the lock on, really great motion, so it feels very smooth for an old machine. The cross slide is very fine, and I just pulled the handle out. So the cross slide is very fine, as you can see. Same with the down feed. I'm actually pretty sure that it's universally accepted that on a surface grinder, the up and down is the Y axis, the in and out is the Z, and then what you would normally think of as the X is the X. But if I'm totally wrong on that, then let me know. That's backwards from what any other CNC machine would be that looks like this. So that's all it's going to be today, a quick 10-minute video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it and are looking forward to the next one on the CNC upgrade. Thanks for stopping by. One last thing I'm going to add onto this video. It's actually sitting at my feet the whole time, and I didn't notice. I got a package in a second ago. If you guys don't know Titan Gilroy of Titans of CNC, go check him out. He's very much so sponsored by Kennametal and some other people now. It looks like Doosan, and he does a lot of his internet, so his YouTube, stuff like that, focused toward his sponsorship, and I usually am pretty weary about people like that and their recommendations because it obviously comes at a price for them. But in this case, he works with Kennametal. If you haven't heard of Kennametal, then you're living in the dark, but they make some incredible end mills, and they are way overpriced for a hobby machinist that just wants to buy 1, 2, or 3 at a time. I'm talking, $200 per end mill, which is not something that I'm gonna spend right now. But Titan just threw up a video a couple weeks ago or a week ago that he was partnering with them to give away or to sell 3/8 and 1/2 inch end mills, 2 specific kinds, for like an unreal price, like almost Lakeshore Carbide prices. So I got the Core 5, which is the king of roughing for aluminum. So it's a 5 flute with a chip breaker aluminum roughing end mill. And then I got the 6 flute, if I can get these out of here without dropping them, the 6 flute steel coated end mill as well. So I got 3 of these, each in 3/8 inch. They were $41 a piece. I think it's $51 for the 1/2 inch version of both of these. And excuse me, they have a 4-inch end mill as well. And a lot of these are really, the 2 steel end mills are aluminum end mills are meant for exotics. You can use them in titanium and some more exotic stuff than that. So I'm probably going to use it for steels and tool steels, but I wanted to give them a try. So I picked up 6 of them and we'll see how they are, but definitely go check that out if you're ever interested in trying Kennametal end mills and you weren't looking to spend over $150 per end mill, then this is a great time to buy them. Thanks.